Hi guys, it's Roxanne here, and today is my very first 10-minute long video. I don't know if I'm going to actually get to 10 minutes, but I wanted to come on here and share a money saving tip that my dad taught me when I was probably around 12 years old. So if you don't know, I went vegetarian when I was 9 years old. Of course, my parents thought it was a phase, and I went vegan at 12 years old. So I have been helping plan my meals since I was 9 years old, but I didn't start actually planning my meals alone until I was around 12. So when I was a kid, I was allotted like $25 a week to buy everything I needed to make my meals for the week. And I kept that $25 budget until I was through college. And honestly, you can just use a blank sheet of paper or a notebook. That's usually what I prefer to do this on. But when I was in my let's go to TJ Maxx phase, I bought this meal planning thing from either Hobby Lobby or TJ Maxx. So I like this because it goes Monday through Sunday, and I meal plan and go to the grocery store on Sunday. My shopping list, I'm going to separate into Aldi and Food Lion because this is perforated like a check, and I can rip just the grocery part off. Now, you can do this however you want, but I am going to separate this real quick. So what I did was I wrote down B, L, D, and S. So I like to meal plan my breakfast, my lunch, my dinner, and my snack or snacks for the day. And then typically if I have anything going on that day, I'm going to go ahead and take that into account. So this week I have actually a very relaxed week. The only day that I'm not going to take a lunch is going to be Monday because I'm coming in late because I have physical therapy. So Monday's lunch needs to be something like quick, easy, or something I can warm up at work. So my house is a wreck right now, and really the point of this week's meal plan is to use up what is already in my house. So my freezer is like jam-packed, but I know that I want to use this like frozen mix, and I have a ton of frozen fruit that I just need to make smoothies with. But what I'm going to do with the blueberries and the strawberries is something that McDonald's used to do. I have these little vanilla coconut milk yogurts that go bad this week that I need to use up. So I'm going to meal plan these in as parfaits. So I'm going to take the yogurt and put it in like a mason jar, top it with the frozen fruit, and then put granola in a tiny bag or container on the side. And that's exactly how McDonald's used to make their parfaits. So at this point in meal planning, you're going to go to your fridge. I'm going to open up all of these, which are like fruit from my lunch boxes I never finished. I'm going to check my fruit containers to see if they're bad, if they need replaced. Check things like this. Like, I only have 3 guac cups and I have 4 hummuses, but I can see I have a backup hummus back there. I have the big guac, so I don't really need to buy guac. And I have exactly 4 of these yogurts that need to be used up. At this point, you're going to check your produce. Like, this pepper is on the failing side. That needs to be used up. I'm going to check my lunch meat drawer, make sure my tofu and things like that are not expired. So out of the whole fridge, I had 1 yogurt and 1 thing of cheese expired. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use those produce, anything that's in my fridge that needs to be used up, or my freezer or my pantry, as meal inspo. So I have guac, I have salsa. I'm going to probably do like Mexican themed meals to kind of use that up. I'm going to use up those yogurts before Thursday. So my breakfasts are going to be really easy this week. They're going to be those parfaits with granola. I'm going to do like bagel, sausage, basically like a sausage McMuffin on a bagel this week. And then Saturday or Sunday, I usually like to make protein waffles just to use up the Bisquick or flour or milk I have left over for the week. I'm also going to utilize this grocery list on the side. So for the parfaits, I already have everything that I need. I have this big container of hummus, so I'm going to add carrots as my snack, and I don't have any in my fridge, so that's going on my grocery list. So my pantry is a wreck, and part of meal planning is to use up extra groceries. So I love cooking. I can look at something and instantly see a meal. Yum yum sauce. I have nori wraps. I could do sushi at home. Fajitas, tacos, flavored quinoa with tofu, any kind of veg. I have sloppy joe sauce with TBP. I could do black bean enchiladas. I could do pinto bean enchiladas. I have a lot of options, and part of meal planning is that I need to clean this out. The other thing is that I penny shop, and all of these totes are filled with food. So the last thing I do, or if I'm making a more complicated meal plan, which I will do a separate video on that, is I will look at the sales ad for anything else that is on sale or that I could incorporate into my meals if I'm looking for another meal. I typically cook 3 to 4 meals a week for myself because they're smaller portions. So like this week, Hidden Valley Ranch is on sale, and I know I have no ranch that's vegan in my household. So I am going to pick that up while it's on sale. Also, watermelon is on sale, and I like to snack on watermelon. So I go grocery shopping Sunday to Saturday because I go to the grocery store Sundays when everybody is at church. So that's why I wrote new week. So I have parfaits, sausage bagels, and protein waffles for my breakfast. I have bananas, hummus, and apples for my snacks. For lunch, I have some turkey in my fridge I need to use up, so that's first priority. And since I'm coming in late Monday, that would be a good, quick, on-the-go lunch. Tuesday, I'm having fajitas. Wednesday, I'm going to do chickpea wraps. I'm also going to do rice. I have tofu to use and those frozen veggies in my freezer. So really, I'm looking at what I already have and what do I need. So if I'm doing fajitas, I already have tortillas, peppers, and onions. The only thing I would need to buy is chicken if I wanted to make this a real meal. I already have rice, tofu, and veggies in my fridge. For chickpea wraps, I need red onion. I like lettuce and I like tomatoes, but I'm not supposed to eat tomatoes. So I have lettuce with a question mark because I'm growing lettuce in my garden. So I'll check my garden before I leave to see if there's any lettuce that needs harvesting. I also added cilantro for the fajitas, and I added a red onion down at Food Line because I don't need a whole bundle of onions from Aldi. So this week's meal plan is more about using what's already in my house and then going to Aldi and Food Lion to get what I need. And I prefer going to Food Lion because Food Lion has MVP coupons, which are not working at the moment, and they have typically more Ibotta rebates, which doesn't have any good rebates this week. But I particularly need protein milk from Food Lion. Aldi doesn't sell it, so I would prefer Food Lion over Walmart. So that is my meal plan for the week. And it doesn't need to be pretty. It doesn't need to be exact. It just needs to be a rough breakdown for me of what I'm going to be eating this week, what days I have stuff going on. And I, of course, can always move the meals if I want to. And personally, like the bento boxes you saw in my fridge, I do meal prep on Sunday as well. So tonight will be the night that I chop up everything and put it in my bento boxes, do the dishes, clean out my fridge. I do all of that before I go to the store. So that's this week's meal plan. It's pretty much all vegan besides the milk because I'm going to make muffins for work. But that's pretty much my meal plan for the week on how to buy groceries when you have a lot of groceries in the house already. And I will do another meal planning video on how to incorporate like other things. So I wrote chickpea wraps up here, but down on Friday I wrote chickpea bowl. I can use the rice or whatever chickpeas are left to make another meal rather than eating the same meal. Kinda like Chopped when they turn leftovers into something else. I don't want to eat the same meal all week. If you learned something or if you have a question, leave it down below and I'll answer it when I make my next video.